Hey guys, what's going on? This is Beats here, and I'm bringing you guys an update commentary. And a lot of shit has happened since my last commentary, so I needed to make this as soon as possible to let you guys know of what's been going on with myself and what's going on with this channel. Now, originally this was supposed to be released about a couple weeks ago. Unfortunately, due to gameplay and audio issues, it took me longer than expected to actually try to get this out. So, without wasting any more time, let's get into it. So, the first issue I do want to talk about is the whole team slash clan situation. Now, since my last commentary, I've joined two different teams, one by the name of SYG and Pulse, and I'm no longer with those teams, so I will explain what happened to them. So SYG was one of the first teams I joined, and I was recruited by a couple people in an open S&D lobby, and luckily the leader at the time, Royal, he was a chill dude and let me in. Unfortunately though, a little bit after I joined, the clan got out of hand. The first issue I had with them is that they were mostly playing GTA all the time. And for me personally, I hate GTA, I'm not really a fan of it anymore. It's just gotten stale for me, in my opinion. I don't know if it's just because I'm playing the 360 version or no other version, but honestly, GTA 5's gotten stale for me, and I really don't want to continue with the game like GTA 5. The second issue was pretty much the whole competitive team situation, and in my opinion, I'm more of a competitive player versus a sniper, and unfortunately, once they started the whole competitive team, that's when things pretty much got out of hand, and there were a lot of heated arguments about who should be on the roster, who shouldn't, and there was like two different teams. There was the AW team and the BO2 team, and I was placed on the BO2 team, but honestly, I just didn't want to join just because of how much of an ass that team was. In my opinion, they were honestly a joke, um, and I'm hopefully will not be with them ever again because the co-leader was a major ass, and then the leader, you know, he was kind of an ass, but he was kind of chill, at least towards me. Um, so honestly, SYG was just a clan I could not deal with anymore. And as soon as I left, there was pretty much the clan just discontinued afterwards. And there were multiple times I was trying to leave SYG, and of course the leader convinced me to stay. The leader, don't get me wrong, he was an awesome dude, and I love him. But the co-leader, on the other hand, I had major issues with him. I had major problems with him. I kept getting pissed at him. Honestly, I just couldn't stand him. So because of that, I knew I needed to find another team. And luckily, I ran into Pulse Bounce, Pulse Groove, and Pulse Groove was nice enough to put me in a party with Spec Faded and Pulse Fire, and just recruit me to Pulse. And pretty much that's how I joined. I mean, I had 1v1 Spec Faded, and luckily I got in barely. But as soon as I joined Pulse, that's when I just stopped being active with SYG. I was pretty much done with them. I stopped joining their parties. I stopped talking to them in the chat, and I was pretty much done with them. I just did not want to continue with them any longer. And I guess the leader was kind of concerned for me, and he kept asking me, are you gonna leave? And I just didn't respond to him. And I know that was kind of my fault and a dick move, but again, I was just kind of frustrated with them and the way that their clan was running. It wasn't my style. I just wasn't having it. Unfortunately, the way I left, it wasn't. I was basically gonna tell the leader that I was just gonna leave, but unfortunately, another member, um, got mad that one day where I was gonna tell him I was gonna leave and told the leader I was going to leave, and then next thing you know, the leader got pissed at me, and pretty much I ended up bad terms with that clan. And honestly, I'm glad that it's over with them because honestly, I just wasted, a couple months with them, and I wish that I would kind of just take it back. Again, that team just honestly got out of hand, and I couldn't deal with it. Now, unfortunately, Pulse had their fair share of problems. One, because they weren't active as much, and two, because they don't have their whole competitive team anymore. Um, One of the reasons I wanted to leave Pulse is because they just weren't active. They only had 4 videos posted to their channel, and even though the promo did really well, they just stopped being active afterwards, you know. And there was multiple times where Fire, the co-leader, got pissed at Faded, the leader, because Faded just wouldn't post anything, and you know, no videos would come out to the channel. So that was pretty frustrating. On top of that, the only active members of Pulse were myself, Fire, and Dragon. There wasn't really anyone else active at the time, and that was pretty much like half the team. So, um, the main reason I did leave Pulse was because of the whole competitive team situation. And in my opinion, I feel like I'm better in competitive with MLG game battles. Mostly because that's something I got myself more into versus sniping. I have nothing against sniping. I love sniping. Um, but I just can't hit a lot of clips unlike competitive where you know, you don't have to worry about clips. It's just you have to make the plays and all that kind of stuff. So on the competitive team was me and Vibes at the time, and unfortunately, Faded came up to us one day and said, "We don't have enough players from the competitive team, so unfortunately, we're gonna have to discontinue it. But we're gonna put you guys back at sniping." And honestly, that devastated me because I'm not really good at sniping. So I knew I wouldn't continue. So I wanted to leave at a time where I would be accepted into another team. And unfortunately, that just didn't happen. So I decided just to leave. I knew I wouldn't get anywhere like that. So that's pretty much happened. Keep in mind, they are a bunch of great guys. But again, just for the circumstances of what happened to them, I just didn't want to continue with that team, in my opinion. So another problem I do want to talk about is my capture card. Now, a while back, I posted my gaming setup video, and in there I said that my capture card had issues with blurring and the audio cutting out. So, as it turns out, my laptop is the issue for that, and it has just been the worst laptop I've ever had. It just breaks down, and its performance is poor, and I hate it so much. So, I am trying to look into a better computer. So, hopefully, I can make better videos for you guys, like GB scrims, you know, collaborations, funny moments, all that stuff, you know, because I don't want to just continue posting clips and montages, you know, that's not what I want to do. And unfortunately, that's what my channel has pretty much became. And it sucks, you know, it sucks that I have to, you know, have that where it's just only clips and montages and nothing too special about it. You know, I want to expand. I want to like make better content because I feel like my content right now pretty much sucks. And the fact that I somehow got support off this is pretty insane. So, I mean, you guys are the real MVP. But hopefully, once I get a better computer, that is when better content, better videos will be coming out, you know. Unfortunately, it's just a struggle city for me. And I really want to get out of it. So, hopefully, there is a way out of it. Unfortunately, as of right now, I'm just digging myself into a hole. And that's not what I want to do. So, that's the main focus right now. I want to get a better computer, and hopefully it works out well for me. So, with that being said, there are upcoming projects or upcoming videos for this channel, and one of the major videos that I am working on right now is a dual Taj with Fire, or Pulse Fire for that matter, and pretty much I am still trying to get a couple clips for it, and unfortunately, as for us right now, we still need an editor because we've all tried to look around for a really good editor, and unfortunately, none of them has responded back. So if you guys know of any really good editors, please be sure to leave them in the comment section below, and we'll be sure to go ahead and contact them because we really want this to be a really well done dualtage. And I especially want this to be well done, you know, to make it look like one of my, you know, good montages out there. So, if you guys know any good Editors, please leave them in the comments section below. And of course, after the dual-tage is out is pretty much when I'm going to be planning my next moves, rather going to competitive or sniping. Um, Mostly because I don't know what I'm going to do with myself yet. I am planning maybe on going more the competitive route because I do feel like I know more in that versus sniping. But honestly, I don't know at this point. So my main focus right now is the dual-tage, and of course, after the dual-tage, it's when I will worry about other stuff. So as of right now, the dual-tage is my main focus. Alright guys, so I am going to end the commentary off here. If you guys sticked around for this long, I want to thank you guys so much for it. I know it wasn't really the best commentary and my voice was boring, but regardless, there's stuff that I needed to tell you guys because it has been a while. So with that being said guys, I'm Speeds and I'm out. I'll see you guys later.
Hostiles have the hard point.
I got you.
Friendly UAV inbound.
Got a kill. Shot out. Sticky going out.
Hunter-killer drone deployed.
Shot out.
Care package inbound. Hardpoint identified.
Sniper, get down!
Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint contested. Be advised, hostile counter UAV is online. Hardpoint contested.
Enemy with weapons! Concussion out! Gotcha. Contact!
Hardpoint locked down. Hostile UAV above.
Sniper's down! Move up!
Hardpoint contested.
He's done. Attack reload.
UAV awaiting orders.
Confirmed.
Hardpoint identified.
I'm out.
Hardpoint is ours. Missile on standby. Hardpoint contested. Hostile UAV above. UAV inbound. Be advised, hostile care package inbound. Hellstorm missile inbound. Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint contested. Friendly lightning strike recharge. Mission almost complete. Don't quit now. Hardpoint is ours. UAV awaiting orders. Hardpoint identified.
I'm dry.
UAV inbound. Hostiles have the hardpoint.
Enemy patrol!
UAV on standby.
Changing!
UAV inbound. Hellstorm missile awaiting orders. Friendly Hellstorm missile inbound. Mission directive.